Oh man, are you ready for this?
You can feel the calm before the storm as the round begins.
This is gonna be a match to remember. This battle is about to explode. Time is the KO!
Hello everyone and welcome to Battle for the Den! It's been a while since we've had an ARMS tournament and it's been a while since I've been commentating something, in all honesty. But here we are! And we are getting ready to go with two tournaments today. We've got the ARMS tournament for Asia Oceania coming up right now. And we are getting everything ready and raring to go. This will be a round robin because we're not that much. We're like 3 people. You can see there, like you have the matches on screen right now. And yeah, we're just getting ready to go right now. We're getting everything set up. We'll all be in the lobby today because again, there's only 3 people and I'm there, so like that's 4. The lobby max outs have 4, so we might as well. So let me just get stuff done real quick and call out our first match of the day. Give me just a second, please. There we go. So, yeah. Hi, Lai. How you doing? See, we're just setting up right now, getting everything ready. We will start with Midonnay versus Bennytek, which is going to be very much Australia versus Australia, and it's going to be our Australia versus Australia match because Jeffri is coming to us from Indonesia. So that's going to be cool to see. Some Indonesia action. And apparently the connections are working pretty well as well, so that's good. We might see some artifacts on our side because obviously we're streaming from Europe and they're all like on the other side of the planet. But for them this should be fine. Yeah, we are processing the bans right now. I have no idea who entered the lobby first, so we're gonna we're just going to wing it. We're going to wing it with the stream. So yeah, as usual, the rules are the usual. You know, you got your 7 stages, 5 stars, 2 counter picks. The stars are Sparring Ring, Buster Beach, DNA Lab, Temple Grounds, and Mausoleum, and the counter picks are Via Dolce and Ninja College. And so I'm looking right now, DNA. Yeah, the thing is the Australian players usually play just ranked, so they're not too used to the banning system, which happens, you know. Hi Jeffrey, how you doing? But yeah, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there. I'll just switch real quick to this view. Because that's enough of my face. And it seems that our first match of the day is going to be on Buster Beach. We're gonna have Midonnay versus Bennytek. Which, funnily enough, is the match you've seen on the pause screen, so... You know, the usual, I guess, and I need to reverse things. I forgot how to do things. This is this is gonna be a great stream. This is going to be a freaking great stream at this rate. But yeah, Benny going for the min-min today. And yeah, we've got the Ice Dragon on the Dragon Arm, which is going to be very annoying for Midonnay to deal with. And then you have Midonnay with the Misango. So yeah, some changes since the last time we've seen those two players. And yeah, I don't have the right match here. God damn it. I messed up. As I said, this is going to be a great stream. I haven't done that in a while, I feel like. But that's fine. We're fixing everything. Sorry about that, chat. Yeah, Benny is going to counter here with the rush and secure that first round of that first match. And going into the second round, Benny trying to get a little bit of an opportunity to charge the Dragon on, but that's not going to happen. Meanwhile, Midonnay is in blue right now. So, blue mask, for those who don't know, means that Misango is now a speedy boy. And you can already see the effects here, with Midonnay having a very good handle on dodging Benny's attacks. And not giving a chance to Benny to charge that Dragon Arm, which would help a lot. I feel like the Ice Dragon here is not going to help much. Ooh, and Midonnay is going to catch that landing with the rush. But yeah, the Dragon Arm on Benny is not going to help that much, just because he might be better off getting a more straightforward arm in order to counter what Midonnay is doing. Now going to round 3. We are sticking with that Ice Dragon. Okay, interesting. Still, I feel like this is a good arm to block movement, but right now Midonnay was doing a good job at just avoiding everything. At least in the previous round. Now Midonnay is pushing Benny back into the corner. Benny's going to be able to escape, but is going to take that rush right in the face. And Benny is going to answer right back with his own rush. Very good from both players. And Benny is going to get the opportunity to charge the Dragon Arm. Now, very good tool to actually snuff out the movement, and the grab is going to take it. Bennytek is now up 1-0 in this first match. Yeah, very good showing for both players. I feel like both are very even overall. So this is going to be a good match in my opinion. We're already seeing adaptations from both players. I feel like I still feel like Benny should probably switch his left arm. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter, so you know. It's fine. Yeah, now that everything's correct, I'm just gonna show the versus screen again. I don't care. I'm gonna show it again. I'm gonna show it again. Anyways. So yeah, Midonnay is going to counterpick to Temple Grounds, which I feel could work overall. At least at the beginning of the match, just to have those pillars to actually snuff out the Dragon Arm from Benny. But then again, I don't think that... No, the Ice Dragon is still there, yeah. And you also got Midonnay with both roasters. We got 3 roasters on the deck right now. So outside of Benny's space control with the Dragon Arm, the Ice Dragon, this should be pretty straightforward. And Midonnay playing extreme defense right now behind that pillar. But that shield is not gonna last long at this rate. Like, the shield is already being very weak. But Midonnay is still recognizing the situation, getting the advancing guard in order to get the grab. Ooh, and Benny is going to catch that sidestep from Midonnay. Not gonna get the full rush though, due to the weird physics of the stairs. Which is unfortunate. He is going to get that full charge Dragon Arm though, but he's going to lose it immediately after. Very good catch though with the grab in order to recover that Dragon Arm. And Midonnay is going to be able to jump over that grab and get the rush just enough to KO. And now Midonnay is in the lead in this new match. But yeah, going into round 2, I don't feel like there's going to be much adjustment in terms of loadouts. Yeah, just sticking to the same loadouts. I mean, I guess you don't change what works, you know. You just don't change what works. Yeah, just lots of moving around that one pillar right now. Midonnay is going to be able to find the grab here. Just gonna pass by the pillar. I really thought that was gonna break the pillar here. But Benny is going to find the rush. Midonnay almost at full as well right now. Which means the rush is coming soon. Midonnay is, however, going to lose the blue mask from this interaction. And a very good grab again from Benny. Now in an excellent position to take that second round. Yeah, very nicely done from Benny. Midonnay pondering his choices. I saw the Scorpion almost come out, but no, we're sticking to good old punchy. And it works. Like, it is a very good combo as well with the rush in order to catch Benny off guard. That pillar just won't break, by the way. That one pillar just won't break. Ooh, and Midonnay low on shield, but that is not going to matter. And we'll only get hit by the end of the rush here. Still a very good good trade-off. Midonnay is kind of stuck in the freeze loop though, but is going to find that rush in order to close out that game and equalize the score. Very nicely done. And apparently Midonnay is having monetary issues. Oh gosh. That just happens. Still, that means we are going to go into game 3. And we are waiting for Benny's pick. Which is going to be Mausoleum. Which is still, in my opinion, one of the most neutral stages in the game. In my honest opinion. So, you know, might as well. And Benny already laying down the pressure on Midonnay with those freeze loops. And yeah, Midonnay kind of struggling to get in. It's finally in, but he's gonna get his arm broken for it. Which is unfortunate. Now Benny just playing the distance game, making sure that Midonnay doesn't get an inch. Finally Midonnay is going to be able to find a punch, but it's not going to matter against that grab. Midonnay is, however, going to be able to punish that haphazard dragon. Which is very good. And also get the blue mask from this interaction. Still, he has to be careful because he's one hit away from dying. But hey, the comeback is starting. And the comeback is finished! Oh my gosh, Midonnay. Actually bringing this back from the brink of death. Now we're going into round 2. Benny making sure to set up as early as possible that dragon arm. But trying as much as possible as well to keep that distance. That grab is going to help. Right now it really feels like Benny does not want Midonnay to approach at all. Which is understandable. Ooh, and the dragon here is just going to be able to snuff out that rush and activation a little bit too early. And now Bennytek is in an excellent position going into round 3 with the rush advantage. Very dominant performance in this round 2 from Bennytek. Yeah, going into round 3, Midonnay now has the blue mask. Able to dodge the rush just barely. Gonna attempt to go for a grab right at the end of that rush, but he's going to get punished for it with Benny's own grab. And yet another grab from Benny. A very good freeze, another grab. Benny has all of the stage control right now. The entire stage control. Midonnay is finally getting in, managing to land the grab. And is going to go straight for the invincible yellow mask rush. But Benny recognizing the situation and immediately blocking. The trampoline is out. Both players playing around the trampoline, which is understandable. Ooh, and Benny going for a trampoline rush, but nope. No dice. Very good punch from Midonnay. This is going to be very close. And the rush is going to take it for Midonnay, who's taking the lead in this set. So going into game 4, Benny has to find a solution to that aggressive Misango. And I feel like a stage like DNA Lab could help in lowering the pace, slowing down the pace. But we will see what the players want to pick. We already know that Sparring Ring and Buster Beach is off the table, and this is understandable from no, actually, it's Midonnay banning Sparring Ring. And I feel like Midonnay would do great on Sparring, but then again... So yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting ban. I mean, I guess he feels like Min Min would be able to parry a lot of his stuff on Sparring Ring. So I guess in that sense that would make sense. But it might also be just a comfort pick. Sparring can be a very polarizing stage at some point. And yes, we are going to go to DNA Lab, which I feel would be a better stage for Benny who's sticking with Min. And yeah, I feel like the Ice Dragon on this stage is going to take all of its meaning right now, because there can be some really good play around the pillars of DNA Lab with that arm. Ooh, very good grab from Benny. And right now I feel like we're seeing a repeat of the first round of game 3. But Midonnay is going to go straight for the rush, manage to land it against Benny. And now Benny is just slowing down the pace. Again, trying to make sure that Midonnay doesn't get an inch. We're just circle camping at this point. We are just circle camping on DNA Lab. But yeah, very good freeze into grab in order to take back the lead in this round. Midonnay's shield is low, which is going to be annoying for him. And that is going to be 1 round to Bennytek. Very good stage pick so far, and the pillars aren't too destroyed, at least on the left side of Benny. A very good grab already, going to throw Midonnay right into the pillar, and going to snuff out the rush once again with the Dragon Arm. Which is going to be huge, because now Benny has a full rush at his disposal, while Midonnay has to rebuild it. Ooh, but Midonnay is just going to be able to barely dodge that one. Not going to be able to dodge the grab, though. Benny coming from the sky. Trying to get some surprising hits on Midonnay. So Midonnay is going to find a grab of his own. Benny now on last hit. Midonnay trying to use the rush in order to secure the round. Will thankfully get it. But that was a risky move, since it's only going to go into round 3 and giving Bennytek a massive rush advantage going here. As Benny is changing loadouts. Benny going for the roaster on the Dragon Arm, changing up the pace, trying to be a little bit more aggressive. Ooh, but the rush here is going to get fully blocked. Thankfully gets the grab on the red Misango, negating his super armor. And Benny is just finding all these hits right now onto Midonnay. Again, trying to play more of a distance game. But still. Now Midonnay is in yellow. It's not going to be in yellow for long after that grab. But he does have rush. Benny recognizing the panic rush. Going to be completely able to block it out. Now it's going to be a very tough one to come back from for Midonnay. Ooh, but he's going to be able to block the rush though. As you know, in arms there is no chip kill. Ooh, very good grab. This is going to be very close at the end of the day. Midonnay now has yellow mask. Not going to do much for him right now, but it is going to help him build that rush if he doesn't get hit. Ooh, and the rush just at the last second, and Midonnay pulls out the comeback and ensures that 3-1 victory over Bennytek. Very well done from Midonnay. But yeah, that was a very close match. The 3-1 score doesn't quite reflect that, but that was very close. But yeah, I'm excited to see how Jeffri does against both players, because so far Midonnay and Bennytek have been showing some great level of play. And yeah, we are now going to get ready to get Jeffri on the docket. He's going to straight up face Midonnay right now. It is going to be very interesting to see what happens in the next matchup, I feel like. Also, I would like to just mention the tournament is not seeded. Obviously, this is a round robin, so seeds don't really matter. Seeds don't really matter outside of the banning phase. But yeah, we shall see what is going on in this next match. Again, Indonesia versus Australia. This is going to be interesting. Since we don't see that many players from Indonesia either. Obviously, Japan is very Japan, you know, keeping it to Japan, which is understandable. But that's why I like to do like Asia, Australia, because Asia, Oceania, because it does allow to actually see some players from different regions. And Midonnay going back to the Master Mummy right now. Going back to the classic Master Mummy. Jeffri's gonna go with a very different style of Min Min. I will say that much. Jeffri's going to go with the Puffer and the Seeky, which I feel like is going to be a very different pace of gameplay. Meanwhile, Midonnay is going to be able to just go in with the big guns blazing. Jeffri finally finding a grab in order to get that charge Popper, but Popper's gonna get eaten by both of Midonnay's arms. That is going to be the major problem. See, just goes through it, doesn't matter, and here's a slam. Midonnay with a very dominant performance in this round one. Ooh, but a very good paralysis into the grab here from Jeffri. Gonna do some massive damage. Here's the thing as well, chat. The Seeky is still very good in order to deal a lot of damage very quickly. If it can land, and if it doesn't backfire in your face. Jeffri's not gonna be hit for too much on that rush. That was unfortunate that the shield was low, but, you know, it's okay. He's gonna get slammed though. Right in the ground, and it is going to be very difficult for Jeffri to actually come back. There is an opportunity if the rush can counter one of the arms coming in, but Jeffri is not going to be able to recognize the situation, and is just going to go down right then and there to Midonnay, who's going to get a quick 1-0 on Jeffri. Yeah, very good performance from from Midonnay. My gosh. This was very dominant. Yeah, now it's up to Jeffri to actually pick between all the stages outside of DNA and Temple Grounds, because Midonnay banned those. I almost feel... Okay, we're going to Via Dolce. And this is, in my opinion, going to be an interesting stage to see. Because I feel like Midonnay's movement is going to be even more tampered with on this stage. Mummy is the big boy. Still, Jeffri cannot be just doing this and giving away those free corners. It doesn't matter though, because Jeffri is going to be able to get out and get some good paralysis with the I forgot the name of that arm. Professional commentator, everyone. But yeah, the Sparky. There we go. It's the Sparky. Yeah, the Sparky doing a lot of work. My gosh, Midonnay does not know how to deal with the Sparky. Funnily enough, the Sparky is also one, the electric arm that has the least stun time. So Jeffri was on point with those confirms. And very much in Midonnay's face. And yeah, it's a completely reversal compared to game 1 so far. The setup paid off. And there we go. Here it comes. Can Midonnay block a Sparky? That is the question right now on everyone's mind. I kind of like the double Phoenix though on Midonnay. It's a very interesting layout to have. But oh my gosh, the Dragon Arm is going to snuff out Midonnay completely here. And a very good grab again. Jeffri completely dominant in this game. Again, a complete reversal. And the Sparky, that is going to be the game. We're at 59 seconds on the clock. But yeah, very good adaptation from Jeffri. Like, the Sparky working out. It's just working out. And we are going to go straight to Buster Beach. Which, honestly, I feel Midonnay was much more comfortable on Buster Beach than on Via Dolce. And I wouldn't be surprised if he wins there, if he bans Via Dolce again. If he just bans Via Dolce. And Jeffri is going to go for the Phoenix this time. But Midonnay's got double nades. Which I feel could be risky, but at the same time, since Mummy is completely immune to explosion damage, well, not immune, but he armors through it. And yeah, it does allow Midonnay to actually go in onto Jeffri. Jeffri actually has to push back right now. Phoenix helping a lot, though. The Phoenix helping a lot right now. The grab as well. And yeah, Midonnay now has to find his way around those Phoenix trajectories. And yeah, again, a very quick round. My goodness. These players are playing. That is for sure. These are some quick matches. And yeah, going into round 2, Jeffri somehow doesn't lose anything from that. I guess. Yeah, now pushing back. I really feel like Mummy is going to have difficulties against a more zoning Jeffri. And just more zoning Min in general. Right now it doesn't matter because Midonnay is catching a lot of those landings with the nade. Yeah, again, I feel like, honestly, I feel like both players have just difficulties just anticipating the trajectory of their Phoenix. Of the opponent's Phoenix, I mean. Alright, it's looking very even. Midonnay trying to go for a cheeky nade, but nope, Jeffri is going to see right through that and get that second win on the board. Very well played by Jeffri, but yeah, it really feels like both players have difficulties just anticipating the Phoenix from their opponent. It might not be an arm that they're too familiar with. Which honestly, if you're not sure and you know your opponent is not sure either, it's a good strategy to actually pick the one arm you're not too sure what it's going to do in terms of trajectory. It's a good strategy. I can't blame them. Just happens. And Midonnay is going to take the fight right to sparring ring for that game 4. Which should alleviate a lot of the issues Midonnay had going into Jeffri's personal space. But at the same time, Jeffri's got some very good tools to actually push Midonnay back. Or just go full on aggression. That Sparky, again, the Sparky is back and I'm not too surprised. Because in close quarters like that, it is going to be a very good arm in order to confirm into. But right now, Jeffri has been missing all of the confirms because he was just too far away from Midonnay, funnily enough. Ooh, and yeah, that broken arm, not gonna do any good to Jeffri. But now he's getting the setups, and now he's getting the offense started. Midonnay is still trying to push back. The rush is going to be blocked by Jeffri, who's going to be able to find his own rush in order to get back into the game. A good Phoenix here. Both players sighting each other, and Jeffri is going to be very patient here and just wait for Midonnay to commit. And it is now game point for Jeffri. Which, if you've seen the start of the match, you wouldn't have thought that this would go this way. Yeah, Jeffri is finding some of those confirms, but not recognizing too much the situation where it would be too far away to actually get anything off of the Sparky. A little bit of rollback here, by the way. The Midonnay, however, is still struggling. Now on his last HP, Jeffri is completely set up. He's got all the resources on his side, and that is going to be game, set, and match to Jeffri. Completely reversing the situation of game 1. And just mauling onto Midonnay. I don't think the mummy was that good of an idea. I really don't. In retrospect, I think Midonnay should have gone back to the Min. Yeah, to the Misango, I mean. But yeah, that's just what happens, you know. But yeah, I'm getting some teal stuff done right now. And yeah, before we get into our final match of this tournament, I would like to remind you that there are a few events coming up here at WolfTV. And most notably, if you like what you're seeing here, you want to test some arms, get into some arms action, but you're not in Asia or Oceania, we do have a second tournament coming up tonight at 22 CET for Europe and North America. This is Battle for the Den, Season 2, Episode 18, featuring ARMS. And if you're in America or North America, or if you are in Europe, make sure to sign up by typing the command !Battle Den in the chat. All of the information to sign up will be there. This is an Alpha Rankings event, so you can get some points on the leaderboards. And either way, we will be there tonight on the WolfTV channel in order to actually provide these matches to you directly. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you do not want to miss, in order to not miss that. The other Battle for the Den tournaments are still being scheduled for April, so we don't have the dates yet for those. But rest assured, we will have those very soon. Also, next week we are taking a break off of the playing grounds, but we will be back on the 22nd at 21 CET for some Guilty Gear XX Action Core Plus R action. Some free play action on good old XX Action Core, which is a very good game, which has very good rollback and a very good online infrastructure on Steam. So if you have the game on Steam and you want to challenge me or challenge someone else, we'll have a big fat open lobby for that matter. Make sure to join us on the 22nd of March at 21 CET. And finally, coming up next week, we'll be at a local tournament, an IRL tournament. Those are coming back, in case you didn't know. And this will be Nanterrena 22.1, presented to you by Beat by 44. So I believe the online registrations are closed right now, but you can still register the day of. When you go, you just go there and you can register if you want to. Yeah, this will take place on the 19th and 20th of March in Nantes, France. We will be streaming that on the Beat by 44 channel. We'll have also some restreams of some finals later this month. But most importantly, you want to know the games. And the games include Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood Type Luna, Windjammers 2, Garo, Mark of the Wolves, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Vampire Savior, and Capcom vs SNK 2. So lots of variety, lots of good old-fashioned arcade games, lots of a few new games as well with, you know, Strive and Type Luna and Windjammers 2. So yeah, make sure to check it out. It's going to be good fun. If you are in France or in Europe, just make sure to come by and we'll be happy to, you know, provide you with some games. Yeah, we are now getting ready for our final match of the day, which will be Jeffri versus Bennytek. I'm just gonna... there we go. Just getting everything set up here. We will start on Buster Beach. And yeah, we are just getting ready to go. Jeffri versus Bennytek. Which, Bennytek is going to go back to Springtron. Good old Springtron. With his EMP. It just works, but it's very hard to land, honestly. It's much more efficient to actually use that as a setup tool, I feel like. Just because you're never really gonna catch anyone off guard with the EMP. Just because it's so telegraphed. Yeah, Jeffri is going to start this match the same way he started against Midonnay, putting down a lot of pressure with the Dragon Popper and the Seeky. I really like though that the Popper is on the Dragon Arm and not the Seeky, just because Seeky is just a risk-reward, is such a risk-reward arm, so it is a safer play. Yeah, Jeffri is going to be pretty convincingly getting that first round on the board. And Benny kind of struggling right now. Benny kind of struggling. And yeah, Bennytek is going to be immediately punished for attempting to go for that EMP. As I said, it's very telegraphed. That rush was also very telegraphed, by the way. Still, Benny is slowly but surely making some headway into this matchup. But he's going to get pushed back every time by Jeffri and his giant popper. Missing the confirm though, that is interesting. Because Seeky is one of the easiest arms to confirm from. Just because it has a lot of stun. A lot of electric stun. Ooh, but Jeffri, however, is going to find those win confirms. And Benny trying to answer back. Not gonna get the full rush, just gonna get the end of it. Just the end. Jeffri is fine with that exchange, I feel like. Because it's not that much damage. But one arm is going to get disabled. The AMP finally paying off for Benny. Ooh, and once again predicting the popper being thrown out. Benny abusing... Benny's just abusing the AMP right now. Completely abusing the AMP. Jeffri's like, what do I do? What do I do? There's 7 seconds on the clock, and now Benny's almost brought it back only off of EMPs. Not gonna matter though. It's not gonna matter, and Jeffri is going to get that timeout victory. I almost feel like Jeffri was just messing around at this point. Which, yeah, that looked a little bit goofy, I will admit. That looked a little bit goofy at the end. But yeah, Benny is struggling to say the least. Just struggling. Doesn't have much of an answer to Jeffri, except I guess the EMP. Unless that was Jeffri trolling. And yeah, Benny is going to bring it to Via Dolce then. Any second now. Any second. Yeah, I think they didn't catch that. I had the stage set, so you know, that's fine. It definitely feels like, okay, both players setting up very early into the match. Just going for setup right away. And Benny is going to find the first drive, getting rid of Jeffri's Dragon Arm, but the effects of the EMP unfortunately are going to subside. Meanwhile, Jeffri now has full setup. And he's pushing Benny into the corner. This is not looking great. This is not looking great. Benny's finally gonna get a grab that's gonna get Jeffri out of that corner. But he's just gonna take the opportunity of Benny going for EMP in order to set up again And get that win confirmed and get the kill. And again, here's the thing. Rush damage from Siki is very big. It can melt health bars. Yeah, I think we got a little bit of artifacts here due to spectator lag, but nothing too crazy. And again, Jeffri doing an excellent job just pushing Benny into the corner. Now Jeffri is just using the EMP opportunities from Benny to actually set up the Dragon Arm. Benny is going to try and attempt to get a counter rush, but it is not going to work. Jeffri, however, is going to be low on shield right now. Yeah, and again, Jeffri recognizing that Benny is going for the EMP and is going to get those setups. Ooh, but he's going to drop some of the rush here, which is unfortunate because it's not going to do that much damage. Yeah, Benny just can't get out of the corner. This counter pick is not working out for him. And the grab is just going to be enough in order to ensure that victory. Yeah, very good showing by Jeffri. And very good adaptation as well. Recognizing the situation with the EMP and using that to his advantage. Now going into round 3, I don't want to see Benny picking Via Dolce again because clearly that wasn't working. I kind of feel he would do better on something like Mausoleum, but last time Jeffri did ban Mausoleum, so understandable, you know. I feel Ninja College would be good as well in order to have some way to escape, but with the way Jeffri has been playing and cornering Bennytek, not too sure. I'm not too sure. And yeah, it would seem that Jeffri has opened up Mausoleum for Bennytek to pick it. So that is indeed where we are going to go with the Min Ditto. We're gonna go with the Min Ditto. Neat. And Jeffri is thus choosing to go with the Chakram on the Dragon Arm in order to go for those stuns. And the Dragon Arm on the right in order to try and snuff out the movement from Benny. But Benny does have the Cooler Ring and the Roaster. And the Cooler Ring can do some massive damage like this, you know. Get those eyes changed, those nice eyes changed. Can help a lot. After all, a lot of arms is about the movement. Ooh, okay. Interesting trade. So what happened here is that both pushed out Rush. And for the most part, their fists clashed. Just at the end, Bennytek was able to find like just a tad bit of an opening, I think. But that was a very interesting thing to see, especially with all the rollback. Ooh, good catch by Jeffri. Getting Bennytek off of the air. And that sweeping dragon is going to be enough to take yet another round. Jeffri on match point. Tournament point even. Now the rush meters are equal though. Benny is going to go straight for the Ice Dragon. Trying to get more consistent with this idea of just snuffing out Jeffri's movement. Jeffri, however, is going to block that masterfully. That rush, no deal. And now Jeffri's in an excellent position. It is still the beginning of the round though. And Jeffri is losing a lot of health. Lots of poking, lots of neutral here. Just dancing around. Jeffri is going to go back to get that dragon arm. He's going to get snuffed out real quick by the ice dragon. Yeah, Jeffri now struggling to actually get in and get into the range where that Sparky would do a lot of damage. And that is, I think that is what is going to cost him the round here. Unless he can miraculously find a way in to get Bennytek. It is going to be very tough. Ooh, but that's how it starts. A very nice stun into grab. Jeffri going for the rush, going to spend all of that rush. Getting Bennytek into critical. 10 seconds on the clock, everything's possible. And a Siki into grab, and Jeffri is going to get the clean sweep. Just the clean sweep. No deal. Bennytek doesn't get to play. Not allowed. It's not allowed in this house. And yeah, very good stuff by Jeffri. Managing to grab a win in this Battle for the Den. Season 2, Episode 12. Featuring arms in Asia and Oceania. Very well played by all players, honestly. We've had some pretty close matches. Which, I must say, I wasn't necessarily expecting. Because my understanding is that Australia is a little bit out of shape. Mostly because there's no one online. There is literally no one online in Australia. And with the region lock, obviously they can't reach Japan and everything. But other than that, like, still very good showing. Midonnay is showing that he can keep up with Jeffri, who's clearly been the star of the tournament. And then Benny's made some questionable choices in terms of counterpick, but overall still played very fine, you know. So yeah, with that, I'm not gonna waste too much of your time because we do have more things coming up later tonight, more arms action. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste too much of your time in that sense. I'm just going to remind you of what is coming up next at WolfTV for March, since we don't have the April schedule yet. And the first thing that's coming up is very much tonight. We're going back onto ARMS, playing with Europe and North America this time at 22 CET. Make sure to register if you want to play. If you type in the comment !_ battle then in the chat, normally it would give you the link straight to the registration page for the tonight's ARMS tournament if you want to register. Let me just double check that, but yeah, that should work. That should work. Like, unless Nightbot is messing around, that should work. Also coming up in March, we do have a free PlayStation onto Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R. That is the Playing Grounds, which is taking a break next week, but it will be back thus with Plus R on Steam. Best online infrastructure on the market for fighting games. This will be on the 22nd of March at 21 CET. We'll be watching matches, we'll be playing matches. It's just for fun, you know, opening a lobby and everything. We'll do fine. And yeah, just good fun on the 22nd of March at 21 CET. And finally, coming up next weekend, we have Nantes-Arena 22.1, the local tournament by Beat by 44, which will be taking place on the 19th and 20th of March 2022 in Nantes, France. I believe registrations are closed right now online, but you can still register by just coming, you know. The entries the venue fee is free. You will be able to register just by going in. And other than that, yeah, this is going to be a very fun tournament that we'll be broadcasting onto Beat by Cat's Twitch channel, and also have some English commentary later this month for some of the finals. And in terms of games, well, as you can see, we have a lot of games for that event. We have Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood Type Luna, Windjammers 2, Goro Mark of the Wolves, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Vampire Savior, and Capcom vs SNK 2. This is going to be a great time. We're so glad to be back to offline. And this is going to be just a lot of good fun. So again, twitch.tv/beatbycat if you want to see it live in French. We'll have some restreaming done in English later this month as well. And yeah, just gonna be good fun. And with that, well, that's gonna be it for me for this morning. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you again later tonight for ARMS Europe and North America at 22 CET. Do not miss that one. Make sure to subscribe in order to not miss out on that stream. And for my part, I will see you next time. Bye everyone, and see you later tonight.